Okay, so yes, even though as a baker, I sold the least amount of cakes in 2022, but then here are 5 reasons why I personally believe that it was still a productive year. Okay, a really quick one. I'm a personal believer of how well and not how far. So I practically measure my growth and my productivity on how far I was able to go. On how well I was able to go, on how productive the entire year was. So here are practically 5 reasons why my 2022 remains the most productive year of my life as an entrepreneur, a cakepreneur, and a content creator. The first reason why I believe my 2022 was a very productive year was I wrote my first ebook on June 24th, 2022. I launched my first ebook, which was titled "All You Need as a Cakepreneur." This book was practically like a thought of me that I was sharing everything I've learned since I've started my business, since I've started my entrepreneurship journey, since I started content creation, the tips, the tricks, the techniques, and everything I used. I combined every kind of thing that was living in me into a book form just to like communicate and express myself to other fellow entrepreneurs, to other fellow business owners, and every other person that I believe would need that information at that particular time. So the first thing about this was me taking that step. I could remember that this whole thing was like I wrote this whole book, this whole ebook. Yeah, it was an ebook. It was not a physical book, right? So I wrote this whole book in just I think 2 to 3 weeks break. Yeah, and it was very very productive for me, pointing out those information, sharing my tips, sharing my tricks, sharing everything I learned along the line, and practically just making me feel more like myself. So it was just like as if so that was practically the first step into creating this productivity for 2022. A quick one. It was not only my ebook that was written. I think my ebook was just a stepping stone to writing other books throughout 2022. I think practically I was altogether I wrote up to like 3 other books. Yeah, they were not really deep books. It was just a mere how will I put it? But then it was just a mere book for me to conversate and communicate and share my own personal thoughts about business, about life, about growth, about productivity, about social media, about content creation, what have we on what not. And it was not a matter of how far, but how well. The second reason why I believe my 2022 was a very productive year was because my content creation and social media presence went boom. Okay, in it went boom in 2022. I think around January 27th, I was at 1,507 followers on Instagram. And interestingly, I doubled down on content creation. I doubled down on showing Obo up online. I doubled down on my social media presence. I doubled down on my branding. I doubled down on content creation, practically for video content creation in 2022. And all of a sudden, I started to see the momentum. I started to see the changes in my social media growth. And practically my Instagram was the main reason. And before the end, or in 5 months into 2022, from March, I was able to grow to about 5,000 followers. And even the most amazing part of this thing was at the point when it was around November, December, I got to an amazing 15,000 lovely followers without posting any ads, without posting any ads, without running any promotion, without running any giveaway of a thing. It was just me creating my normal day-to-day content creation, my normal day-to-day reels, my normal day-to-day video, and it was really, really aspiring. And to this effect, I learned a lot of things, and a lot of things that I learned while I was doubling down on my content creation journey in 2022 was I became a very good and I mastered content creation and I mastered video editing more. Yes, as we all know that Instagram was trying to push reels in order to like a competition to TikTok. So it was me creating video content every single day. I was thinking outside the box of how to create my content, how to reschedule my content, how to repurpose a particular content, and really give this kind of vibe because I was editing videos, I was writing scripts, I was writing captions, I was looking for hashtags, I was doing research, I was doing everything possible for me to show myself on social media. And indirectly, this not only had an effect on my growth, it also had an effect on my personal development, right? Because I got very good when it comes to video content creation. I got very comfortable on camera like this, and I got very much comfortable with voiceover creation. I got comfortable with writing captions. I got comfortable with doing every other single thing that was practically like it's like as if it was a kind of difficulty, not like really a difficult thing, a difficult task earlier, but I got easier with them along the line. So aside from me running any single thing online or growing up on social media or having those amount of followers, it was really, really effective for me to grow myself personally. Now, leaving Instagram to one part, I was also able to start creating content on YouTube. As we all know that YouTube is a long form content platform. So I was at 100 followers, 102 followers thereabout, and I was able to run my YouTube to about 830 good YouTube subscribers without running any promotion, without running any ads. And that was just like practically me doing my thing and creating my content along the line. That was not only the platform. Yes, Instagram was there, YouTube was there, TikTok was also there. Although I never had my hangover for TikTok as at an extent, but then I really believe that it was just me creating my content and just doing the thing that comes my way. So my TikTok was created. I created a TikTok page. I created a TikTok account. But then here's the interesting thing. I did not really grow this passionately on my TikTok, but then it just went from I think 0 followers to I think as at the time of recording this particular video, I've gotten to about 4,300 and something followers, right? So it's really interesting in a point. I'm not really capitalizing on the fact of the follower count, but the engagement, the opportunities that's brought me, and all of those stuff. I'm going to talk about the opportunities in another video or in another point if it is part of the bullet point I listed for this video. But then it's just practically me showing that content creation was also one of the productivity rates that I got in 2022. The reason why I believe 2022 remains one of the most productive years of my life as an entrepreneur was because of the networking connection and the opportunities I gained. Yeah, social media became an eye opener for me because I learned a lot of things. I networked to a lot of people and I got connected to a lot of people along the line, right? So it was like as if I was doing my thing. Yeah, the first one was I was able to work with certain brands. I think I worked with certain brands. I will not be mentioning brands here because this is not practically a sponsored video, but I was able to network with brands. I met a lot of people. I got into Baker's community. I got into Baker's community. I networked with people. I became friends with a lot of people online. We met physically. I did this opportunity. I was opportune to tutor in a school. I was opportune to teach people. I was invited to different programs, different seminars, different hangouts, and all of those stuff. All thanks to social media and all thanks to the ASO strike. I'm going to be talking about ASO strike in a bit, but then that is not the purpose of this video. But one of the reasons why 2022 still remains a very productive year for me was because of the networking, the connection, and the opportunities I got aside from working for brands, getting promotion deals, getting adverts, proposals, and all of those stuffs. It was very, very interesting when it comes to networking, connection, and opportunities. Okay, yes, right. Another reason why 2022 still remains one of the most productive years of my life as an entrepreneur was for my course launches and programs, like online course launches. Yeah, at a point in 2022, because of the networking, the connection, and the opportunities I got a lot of requests from people seeking and demanding for me to like get my courses online. Now, I told you earlier that I was practically into video editing and all of those stuff. So I really had like an hold on all of those stuff. So I came across and combined everything into a course form. I think I launched about 7 different courses. Aside from the books I've written already, I think I launched a videography course, a videography and video editing course. I launched a content creation masterclass for entrepreneurs that are ready to start creating content online. And also I launched a graphics design course because for the subsequent years since 2018 I was practically into graphics designing, and I learned and I knew how to design graphics a lot. I handled all my graphics at a point, but then now it is now handled by another person. So in 2022 I launched those courses. I launched a cake parfait course too for bakers that were not really interested, like bakers that needed to learn how to make cake parfaits and all of those stuffs. So that is the fourth course I launched. What else did I do? I think I also launched a podcast. Yeah, I started my podcast. It was not really effective, and at this point too, it is not really yet effective enough. But I really think that I would work more on that um podcast more before the end of this month. I'm recording this video presently now and in January 2023. So those are part of the things I launched. I also began my Telegram blog. So those are part of the course launches and course launch program, online programs, and all of those stuff that happened in 2022. Why I personally do believe that 2022 was one of the most productive years of my one of the most productive year of my life as an entrepreneur and a kidpreneur online and creating content online and as a social media content creator. Yes, the fifth reason why I believe that 2022 was a productive year for me was I made sales. Yes, there is a difference between me. There is a difference between my normal yearly sales. I will not be mentioning my total revenue at this point, but then I had lots of sales in 2021, but I think 2022 was a little bit less, but then it was really effective and I went a long way. But then it was not up to the ones I had for 2021. Aside from my sales, I also had a giveaway package and I ran giveaway. I met a lot of people since, for those that don't know, I am a student of a university. So it was really like as if I met a lot of people. My networking got me so a lot of points where I met a lot of people, and at a point the sales really was effective and I ran a lot of giveaways. And I think for 2022 I made I was able to feed about 250 good people large cakes, and it was really an amazing journey for me, creating content, sharing my life, going online, showing up, putting myself out there on social media in 2022. Okay, right. Aside from all of these things that I personally believe made my 2022 a productive year. Here in this video right here, I explained the 10 amazing lessons I learned in 2022 that I'm practically interested and really thinking of looking for a way to implement all of those things in my life in 2023. So make sure you watch out that video, and thank you very much for watching to this particular extent of this video. I really do appreciate it. If you've not yet subscribed, please do subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you learned one or two things and you are planning to make your 2023 a very productive year just like mine. Don't forget, it is how well and not how far. So thank you very much. I'll see you in my next video.